And we're back. So what's it like now? What is it like now? What's my voice like? Is everything clear? How do I sound? Oh, good. Okay, so Tammy, I just didn't get a chance to see, or maybe I did read it. I don't know, but I just want to say everything's good with the refund. You got it? Okay, perfect. How's everyone doing? I like to always check in with you. Um, Um, like I said, I don't even know if anybody heard me the last time I was live, but you can ask me questions about anything, well, not anything, but spiritual questions, not like questions about your life, like not prediction questions, unless you're getting a reading. Um, but if I don't know, what you're talking about, like I won't say anything, but if I have something to say, I will. You can use these lives like this. This is, how I use them. I can definitely do more than one thing at a time. But okay, Tanny, no problem. But let me know, like, how are you feeling? Do you feel things lightening up? Like, I know the last time I was live, like, was over a month ago, and we would always talk about how the energies on this planet were just, really heavy. I don't know. I feel like I don't feel that way anymore. I mean, I could be in my own lane. Um, that's what I was just everybody do. And don't watch that stuff, please. Don't watch the doom and gloom. It's like it doesn't have to be your reality. Okay. Be very careful with what you're soaking in, who you're watching. Go out in nature. Spend a lot more time alone. A lot of you, the most easiest way you can activate your intuition, because I know that's what everybody wants. That intuition. The fastest way you can get to this is spending time alone. Alone. Um, yeah, I'm still in isolation too, Tanny. I'm still in isolation too, but I'm okay with it. I've been in isolation for like probably 6 years. I wasn't okay with it at the beginning. But now I love it. I love it. And honestly, I don't want to be around a lot of people. I just don't. I'm not saying I can't be, but all the time the way I used to, hell no. That's just gonna be too draining. I just prefer um my own company, or like the people who I really love, around me. Um, but just going out there and just mixing and mingling for the sake of it, no. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. That's not me anymore. But yeah, I don't watch doom and gloom. I just don't. Um, okay, I'm gonna keep talking until people show up. Hi, Chitra. Oh, hey, how are you? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I have not been feeling guided to go live, and if I don't feel guided to do it, I just don't do it. But I've been very much on my own timeline. Um, it depends on how long. Like, I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends because today I told myself, you know what, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna shut it down. When I feel like I need to. So that's what I mean when I say limited spaces. The spaces are not. There's not gonna be many. Also, please make sure you're paying attention that there's been a price change. It's going to be 50, and make sure that's in Canadian. Okay, if you're American, you're not paying 50 American, you're paying 50 Canadian. So when you're using the calculator, make sure it says 50 on my end. Okay, and remember, the fee is to be paid by you, not me. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. I may not be. I don't know. Let's see. But let me go check over there and check if anybody's paid. Okay, well, like nobody's paid yet, so but this is what happens when I go live on a weekday. I have to wait a bit, you know? Sundays are always like way more faster. Like there's just so much energy. But on a weekday when I do these, I usually have to give it a little bit of time. People also don't have notifications on. Um, Unfortunately, you have to kind of do that, here. Just because you press subscribe, yeah, it doesn't mean you're gonna get notified of anything. There's people I even follow who I had to put all on for because I just wasn't like their videos weren't showing up. It was so weird. Why it's like that, I really don't know. But yeah, my timeline has been amazing, just amazing. It's what I've always wanted it to be, just more calmer, not so busy, like just producing, working. I don't really want to work anymore like that. Because I used to work almost like 5 days a week with this, if you can believe that. But I shut down the Etsy shop. That was the best move I ever made. That thing had me open like a 24 storefront, and like I just could not deal with going to sleep and waking up to like 3 bookings. um, I would have a whole day plan, and it's just, and that thing it does, that cha-ching. I don't know. I don't like that sound. That thing you said, you give me heart attacks. I would literally be getting like every time I'm making money, I would get a heart attack. Seriously. Um, so it was the best move I made. Best move. Um, I still do private readings, but only for the people who have my email. I'm still working a lot with private readings, but you'd have to have my email. You would have to be already like a client that I'm familiar with. But because I've been doing this for so long, I already had a heavy rotation. So really, the Etsy was not. It just wasn't necessary. Hi, Adriana. But yeah, um, maybe I made a mistake coming on a Friday instead of like a Saturday or a Sunday because I know people. I see you, Tammy. Okay, just give me a moment. I know people are working right now, so it's kind of stupid um, to be live. But there's probably a lot of people who are still sleeping, like they're not even up for the day. Because when you're online, you're working with all different kind of people, from different countries, different people from different countries. So time zones are an issue. Okay, Tammy. I'm launching a new idea for my business. Live classes. Exciting. I want to know if this will finally work and start getting me some clients. Well, how beautiful is that you had the idea? Are you even paying attention that your higher self just gave you an idea? That's exactly how it works. Try that. Try that. You'll think it's coming from you, but it's your higher self. I just think that's exciting. Okay, talk to us about this. The live classes. This is interesting. Can I kind of like ask what platform are you using? Is this YouTube? You don't have to tell me too much. I just feel like, it's interesting because like where are these people coming across you? Is it on YouTube? I need to know. Actually, I decided I need to know. I need to know. What platform is this? Okay. This is the interesting thing. And this is why I asked, because if it was a more geared platform towards this, then I would be off with what I was seeing. But I felt like when people will come across it randomly. They won't know what to make of it at first. They won't. But it's almost like there's engagement. They start becoming engaged. Engaged. There's a bit of a viral moment here, okay? Can I say it's consistent? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not lying to you, okay? I'm not saying it won't ever be consistent, but with this, it tells me maybe not. Now, look what's on the bottom of that card. There's your clients. There's the people who have been guided to you randomly, which through a live, you better damn well believe that's the universe, because I found somebody that I was super connected to, especially with what they were teaching randomly on a YouTube live, because my hand pressed the phone like that, and I didn't even know you could swipe up when you're watching another person's live, and that's how I found them. So, yes, this will be good, but can I say it's like all hands on deck after that? I don't know. But this is life. This is it with everything. You're never, when you have a business, going to be just straight flying. I haven't heard one business owner ever tell a story that it was just like they were taking off and that was it, without any detours. So, yes, this is a very good idea. And I love the Knight of Wands because it's a bit adventurous. So it's not just excelling your business, it's also working on something for you personally. So is that like you? Are you more of an introvert? Is this kind of out of your comfort zone? It's like we're killing two birds with one stone here. This is amazing. And again, I love that you had a new idea. It's better than having no idea. It's better than being stuck, right? Give me more. Yeah, you're working on something through this, okay? Um, I love this too because I feel like it's also very indicative of the Six of Cups. Like you're going to be reflecting people to you that, in a way, like, I don't want to say remind you of you, but can see you. Okay. If you've been having a hard time trying to get people to see you, see what you're offering, see what you've got going on, nobody's paying attention. I feel like this makes people see you. So there's something about that live. It's kind of like when you're live, you're in the moment. Nothing's curated about you, right? Nothing is curated about you. Um, you can't, when you're live, that's it. There's no editing. You know what I mean? So this is gonna get a chance, give you a chance to be seen. Hi, Chicha. You said you were going towards 101 readings. I would really love one. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. I don't know if I don't know if it's just me, but I don't understand what that means. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what you mean. Okay, so this could be a very big wake up call too. That holy crap, this was what was missing. This was what was missing. Spiritual awakening, sudden clarity. There's clarity coming. But this is so accurate because even when I've launched something, like when I started doing those text message readings, it was like I really was going out on a limb. I didn't know if anybody would like it, and then it was like it blew up. It was so weird. I was like, really? I would never have thought that. So this is so accurate. Oh, there you go. There you are working hard. There you are focused and on your grind. This is beautiful. Oh, I am doing personal readings. This is what this is about. It's a paid reading. It's the only way to get a reading if you're not a client already. This is just go to the description box of the video. Um, these are paid readings. It says that, right? Let me see. Yeah, live paid tarot readings. This is really good. This is really good. Um, there's nothing bad about this, but they said look over there. Okay, it's just on the bottom of my deck. Don't sugarcoat yourself, whatever. Do not try to come across on that live as some curated, perfect thing. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Okay, people don't know that when they're watching people, but people can actually sense when somebody's off or they're not being themselves. It's what makes them scroll past. You know what I mean? Being in your most truest, authentic energy is always the best. It's gonna be what brings you, these connections. Okay, like listen, people who see you, see your product. So this is great, really great. I'm just looking around to see if there's like another deck I can draw from, because your answer has been pretty straightforward, that it's a positive thing, that you should go forth with it. Okay, weirdly, I'm gonna draw from these cards. I actually have never picked these up. I don't use these. I don't use these actually. I just don't. So will they get money in coming months, or I have to wait? Will you get money? Well, this is the thing. I have to be very honest with you. I don't know that there's anything here talking about money, but what it is a start. It's a start. If you want engagement, that money will come later. But if you want the engagement, because this shows people who see what you are and or who you are and what you have to offer. So it's a good start to get a crowd. Money will come later, but that's the way it is with everything. It's just that's usually the way it is. Let's get a card from here. I don't even know why I'm drawing from this deck. I don't use it ever. Time to go. Oh geez. You gotta get on this. You gotta really get on this. It's time to jump off. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of reference to this being out of your comfort zone. To me, hi Sophia. To me, this looks like you need to like run, not walk towards it. Like I told you, this spread is severely positive. I mean, everything is positive, but it's the way you look at things. But if you want engagement, if you want a crowd, if you want to get people to start looking, you should be maximizing, to be honest, every option. Okay. This would be definitely one of them. Now, I feel bad leaving you hanging on that because I know you're concerned. Don't do it for the money, though. I will say, don't ever do anything for the money. If it's a passion, it will automatically produce income. It just will. Um, Talk to her about the money. Okay, like we're pretty late in the year. Let's just talk about the 2026 money for you. There you go. There you go. There's your networking. There's your clients. And look at the card that you got. It's a 2 of cups. It's so representative of that 6 of cups. It's not like it's people who see you and find real value in what you're offering. But with the high priestess, you may not see that right away. You're gonna have to see beyond the veil with that card. Nothing in your reality is gonna feel like it's going towards that way. So you kind of have to, with the high priestess, you have to believe it yourself, or you're gonna have to again. Um, she's very confident in what she can't see. That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna have to go about it that way. You're gonna have to be very confident that even if you can't see it, it's coming. But this is great. This is really great for you. What I really like the most, is the kind of people coming towards you. This is not like low ballers, scammers, or really nice people, that you can work with. I've met such nice people doing this. I've met so much nice people. It's unbelievable. Um, I never really thought that would like take place, but such nice people I have met doing this work, and hardly any, hardly any in like 5 years. That's what I like about this. Wow, I agree. Really do appreciate it. Yes, should I be perfect? Yeah, don't be perfect. Do I look like I'm perfect? Do I seem like I'm perfect? But there you go. Some people actually, like there's people out there, there's always gonna be people for you. Okay. And if they're not for you, they're not for you. But there's always gonna be someone. Okay. But you gotta be yourself. Okay. So amazing. And good on you for listening to your higher self and doing that idea, because people get ideas like that all the time and they don't follow them. They just ignore them. They say, "Oh, that's crazy. I could never do it." I did it myself, guys. You know my story. 8 months, I ignored my higher self. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. No, no. Why? This is ridiculous. No. Then I listened and look, living my best life right now. Seriously, as opposed to like my corporate job. Okay. Let's go over here and see if anybody is here. Okay, Sophia. Hi, Trisha. Hope you are doing well. Can you please look what's to come for me for the rest of the year? Okay. Generally, right? Anything that pops up. Okay, that's interesting. I don't usually draw jumping cards ever. But when they say take it, I take it because I listen. You've got like a man here. I don't want to say exactly who he is. Oh yes. Hi, Sophia. Please try to be here for your readings, guys. I really love when you're here for your readings. It makes it so much better for you, okay? I've got a man here. I don't know who he is. I actually am being guided not to say who he is in the form of like what he is. Is he a romantic partner? Is he a friend? Is he a colleague? I kind of don't like his energy. I feel like he wants to start some problems with you. And don't get scared. It's coming through like if he's a man as very ridiculous. Like what's that word? What's that word? Petty. It's petty. Now, I want to know, is there a man right now doing this, acting petty around you? Because that's always important, because when I'm reading, I cannot tell whether I'm in the future, I'm in the past. Like time is now. It's all now. So I don't know. So just, is there a man around you? He doesn't feel to me like he has a crush on you or that he wants to be romantic. He feels like he's petty. I just need to knock that out first. Okay, Gina, I see you. You're after Sophia. I'm doing Sophia now. And if you can be here, Gina, for your reading, I would really appreciate it. In the background, this is being kept from you, it's hidden. That tells me you may not be able to see it clearly or feel it clearly. It's kind of like there as like an energy with the moon that's almost like spiritually, it's like feels like psychic stuff, like feeling a psychic. It's when you don't have an action that confirms somebody's energy. That's what makes it kind of, I feel like, hidden. Anyways, I don't know what you need to know about him. What does she need to know about him? Okay. Is it possible at all? Okay, I knew from the start that this was petty because I was like, okay, if he's a man, what the hell business does he have being jealous of you? What business does he have being jealous of you? I don't know about you guys. I find that weird. I find that weird when a man is jealous of a woman. Um, Now, this is the cool thing with the Six of Swords. It will pass. This will pass. He's not going to be successful. You're too strong. But this is the issue I have. I don't know what you do. Like, I don't know what your dynamic is. I don't know if he's above you. I don't know if you guys are like adjacent in roles. Like, are you on the same level at your work? I hate to use these words, but I don't know how else to say it. Because I feel like there's almost like a taking of or wanting to make someone look bad or wanting to take something, or it's like, when someone's a really good student and their work is literally, it should be an A plus, but because that person doesn't like them who's grading them, they'll be like, I'll give them a B plus. You know what I'm talking about? It's that kind of stuff. The the director is much higher than me. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know why you need to know about this if it was gonna pass, but I mean, I guess whatever. Just be aware, like in a sense that, okay, that's why. So they told me that the reason why you need to know about this is because you're very powerful on your own. Okay, you can hold your own. You're not you're untouchable to this man. Okay, so just keep doing you. Keep shining. He won't be successful. That's the message. Okay. What does she need to know for, what did you ask? Sorry, the rest of this year? Let me see. Yeah, rest of this year. What else does she need to know? Are you single? Are you single? Okay, Khalid, I see you. I'm on Sophia, then it's Gina, then it will be you. Okay. I don't know what is your thing. I don't know if you're like an online person or if you're gonna literally travel somewhere. I've got like a foreigner interested in you. Like I don't know that's the words they're giving me. It's a foreigner. It's either a foreigner, like I don't care, it could be the same culture, but he's in a different country. There's someone interested in you, but this is the thing, it's kind of bittersweet. I'm sorry. I just feel like he's not trustable. I feel like you may have been waiting for a while for something that you like, and he does exude a lot of stuff that is on your checklist, like even if it's an imaginary checklist, but he's not it. And I want you to kind of like um, take a step back when you meet him. I want you to be like level headed about it because actually, if you do be level headed about it, he won't take long to show you who he is. And the main one I'm seeing is like a flaky guy, like a flaky, like doesn't show up on time, doesn't call you on time. I mean, he has a lot of things he likes to tell you that he likes you and he thinks you're attractive. He's a sweet nothings type person. But he's inconsistent and it's crazy because there's gonna be something about him that really fits everything you're looking for. So that's the effed up part. Yeah, and he's got other girls in rotation. I don't know what this is. I really don't. I just, even with that world card, I can't tell if this is like a foreigner that you meet around your area, but he's a foreigner, or you go to a foreign country, or you meet him online. But I just feel like, ugh, this guy has so much that you're looking for. It's kind of like even irritating me. It's like, why? Why? I don't want this to just be about love, okay? I don't want this to just be about love. Let's get some more. Very handsome, very attractive, like seriously attractive, like to you, okay? I'm not saying, he's everyone's cup of tea, but to you, I'm telling you, he fits a lot of your like your what do you call it? Like your list. I was gonna say he fits everything on your list. It's just he's flaky and he's talking to other girls. Give me more. Okay. You've got a rapid rise coming. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm I feel like like this is already happening, Sophia. I feel like there's eyes on you. I feel like everybody can see your potential, to be honest. And I think that that's a lot of the times the reason why you have people maybe acting nasty or mean towards you. That's just going to keep coming. But I feel like very intuitive that this is already happening. You've got eyes and they kind of know you got it all, or you have the, you're smart, you're capable. But I feel like that light makes other people sometimes feel a little bit like it gives them a little bit of like an itch in their body. And I'm going back to that guy. And that guy is not this guy. Mm-mm. Just to answer in case you were like wondering. Okay, we have let it go, releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others for your heart. So you will do something. You will have, you will let something go this year. It may not be right now. It could be coming up. But there's also an emotional release. I actually feel strongly too that you and someone else are gonna mend fences. Um, there might be a making up, and this person feels female. This person feels female to me. Like we're gonna let it go, whatever this has been between us. Yeah, you've got a status upgrade. You're doing very well, okay, in whatever it is you're doing. Whether it's work, whether it is like your school, like whether it's your job, I don't know. But we've got an improved social standing, and we have a lot of energy about next level. Are you kind of going to the next level soon? Like, are you leveling up in something soon? And I'm not talking about love. I'm talking more in like I don't know, social standing or like a standing or like I don't know if it's work. I don't know what it is. It's something like, are you doing something elevated like soon? I just feel very like this is, this is what what I'm talking about. I want someone all about me. So done with men. I hear it's bad out there. I'm not gonna lie. I hear from my clients all the time. I mean, I haven't been on the market in 19 years. Um, but I hear the world has changed. So my heart goes out to everybody who is like, out here with these new type of guys. I should be progressing to the next year of my course soon, and I'm looking for a new. Okay, so there's like new things coming in. These are going to be all steps in the right direction. They will take you further. Absolutely. Um, I'm just looking. I think I want to draw from another deck. Just bear with me. I'm just waiting for my eyes to land on the right one. These ones. Okay, so this is good. You've got love and you've got some sort of social standing, elevating, eyes on you, some sort of success. Can I ask a question? Do you write papers? Do you write long papers? Are you going to be writing something that is like a thick thing? Like I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is like a paper on something. One of these is going to go viral. It will be passed around for other people to see. Okay, I guess, sure, take it. It just feels like it's a lot. It's not like a one page. This will be very impressive. I don't actually feel like this has happened yet. But what I can say is I see it getting passed around. It's impressive. Okay, I wanted to say that. I didn't know how to like pronounce it. Dissertation. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, cool. But forget what I said as soon as you get off this reading. Just let it all unfold. Let's get like two more. What else is going to be happening? Typing then gone. Temporary intention, emotional retreat, almost saying something, withdrawing and mid thought. This is giving me this guy. This is giving me this guy. Like totally. Like just very mid, and he can't hold his own. He's there and then he's gone. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone you're going to be dealing with. And it's crazy the part where it says almost saying something, because with the Knight of Cups, I felt like he will be very expressive. You know, he's going to tell you, like, I like you. I think you're attractive. He'll be very, very talkative, like with his feelings and his expressions. But when it comes to the meat and potatoes, it's just not there. We got hot and cold, selective warmth, on and off attention loop, emotional temperature set by them, intimacy only when convenient. Again, this is making me feel like this guy. Slow drip energy. Slow drip. Uh-huh. Okay, that was all about him. That was all about him. That sucks. Okay, let's just do one more from here and then I'll wrap it up, because I mean it's pretty good what you got, you know, it's pretty good what you got. I mean, some people only get like one thing. You got a lot of things. And in the categories that are just really the most desired, you know, like work, love, right? I think it's wave 5, the universe to test me. What does that mean? I think it's wave 5. Okay, give me more. Let's just do 2 cards from this deck on the rest of 2026. In the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that is enough. Everything you need, your courage, your strength, compassion, and love, everything you need is already within you. You know, I was actually hoping to get something like this, because what I did feel like this was lacking was spiritual, like the spiritual side of what's going to be happening. In my opinion, that's the most important, because when the spiritual side of you and the inner side of you is like on lock, that's when everything externally, you know, starts coming and running towards you, right? And there are levels. It doesn't matter, even if you know, get mastery, you're still gonna keep going and learning, right? Um, so I just see you at more at peace. I see you way more at peace. I see you letting go of like trying. I don't know if this is like even just with you, you try too hard, or you always try to do this and try to do that, or if it's like with a particular individual. But if this is just with you, it's amazing, because actually the biggest secret to success is not trying at all. Can you believe that, guys? The secret to being successful is not trying at all. Why didn't somebody tell me this? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's not the way this program works, right? Anyways, so look, she's just more peaceful. She's more happier. She's getting everything that she needs, you know, from within herself, and she's not trying anymore. And that's what I feel like is allowing all of these things to even come in. Even Queen of Wands, you may not resonate with being a Queen of Wands, and I'm not talking about astrology here, but that's who you're becoming. That's who you're becoming. She doesn't give two shits at all. Okay. What a beautiful message. That's funny. That's what I've been struggling with, is to not be hard on myself and not, yeah, don't waste of time. Waste of time. Spend time doing something else. It's just a complete waste of time. And remember, everything is neutral. It's you that gives everything meaning. Okay. There's no such thing as like bad and good. It's all neutral. But you can actually learn to see good things and bad things. I mean, I'm sure anybody who's watching can resonate with the fact that at one point in their life, something bad happened and it turned out to be the best thing ever, right? So you're good, Sophia. You're good. You're just really good. I mean, look at you. You making men jealous. Can you believe that? Or feeling insecure about themselves. Unbelievable. Okay. So I've got here, I'm going to Gina. Gina, are you there? Then Khalid, and then Mari. Just getting a good shuffle. If you can be here for your readings, guys, it's gonna be a lot better for you. Okay? Okay, Gina. I'm going through a rough patch right now. Health and marriage relationships are all challenging. What advice does Spirit have for me? I'm hoping something comes up about my life path. I feel very stuck. What does she need to know? Okay, perfect. Is Gina here? Maybe she doesn't want to be here. It's okay. Um, what does she need to know about all of this? About what's happening in her life right now? Oh, look at that. Complete anarchy. That's what it feels like, you know? Just feels like everything is just coming at you at once. So we've got the first card showing the situation, and with the two, it kind of speaks to what you said, right? When you say marriage and health, right? Two things coming at you at once that you're trying to balance out. Oh my goodness. Gina, my dear. Oh, whoa. What is happening now? Wow, the tides have turned. OMG. I don't know if you're going to be ready for this. I don't know if you're going to be ready for this. I'm just hoping you have a very big perspective, a very open perspective, because if you don't, you're going to maybe not understand this. This is looking like whatever this is trying to move you forward. And, listen, it's very common that doors close. Okay. It's very common that things have to wake you up in life. I don't know one person who experienced a wake up call that was pleasant. Okay. I don't know one. Everything is always devastating, sudden, out of nowhere. Um, this looks like whatever this is. I mean, you're not going to feel it right now, but it's actually moving you forward. And yikes, with that 9 of Cups, that's the biggest blessing in disguise if I ever saw one. If I ever saw one, Gina, that is the biggest blessing I've ever seen in disguise coming through in a tarot card reading. Are you kidding me? But am I going to tell you here that it's going to be comfortable and fun? No. But just know you can always do something. You can always make a choice. You can always research. You can always, there's always options available to you. I know this program, this matrix makes it feel like we don't have options. We only have this one path. It's not true. This is very symbolic of your path, your growth. This is why this is happening. This is not just some random occurrence out of nowhere for no reason. No. Uh-uh. Can you put your place in a can you put yourself, do you have the ability yet? Have you mastered this yet to put yourself in a place of neutrality and just go with it? Like, are you there yet? And I'm not saying that to be rude because I wasn't always there yet. Okay. But I'm just saying I don't know where you're at. Because if you can, that would be probably the best thing that you could do right now. Okay, this card is interesting. What is this? This card was acting weird for me. I felt like it was going this way, that way, then over. It says here, you are spiritually connected to those you love. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet today. I usually don't have a problem, but I'm just wondering if they just don't want me to help people, you know? Like maybe these energies that roam this earth just don't want me to help anybody, you know? So listen, I don't know if you've been questioning spirituality or if you've been questioning your own spiritual connection. I just feel like you're more tuned in than you think you are. But that's interesting. Hold on. I feel like there's a deeper message in that. OMG. OMG. What have I just been talking about? I've been talking about perspectives. The hangman is upside down for a reason because he's looking at something differently. You gotta, I don't know like what you watch or if there's anybody that can help you. I mean, obviously, you know, Bashar. I don't know if you like him. To me, he gets right to the point. It's clear. It's just right there. I don't want to listen to anybody mumbling for an hour. Okay. I just want the information and I want it now. Okay. You need to watch more on Bashar because you have to start looking at this differently. This is what may make it ease up for you. Do you watch Bashar? Do you watch Bashar? Like I gotta know this. Do you even know who that is? I'm so happy that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Of course there is. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always gonna be light at the end of the tunnel. But do you watch Bashar? Because I think he could really help you. You gotta change your perspective. I can't believe that hangman popped up. I literally cannot believe. One more. Fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. Okay, you may be, don't take this the wrong way, you may be learning that through this. Okay, you mentioned a marriage thing, like something around marriage. What attracted you to this person? You know, was it for the reasons that you feel like, you know, were right? Not only that, you've grown. So now your new version of yourself may not be, you know, a match for that person. When it comes to marriage, both people have to be moving. You can't have one person pop off and the other person's like, I'm gonna stay here. You know? Like and what I mean by here is like, you know, negative, I don't know, eating potato chips all day. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like they have that other person they have to move or then that relationship can't stay. It won't be strong. But this to me, it looks like it's way deeper than what you thought it may be. I don't know actually how you thought it was. I shouldn't speak for you. But there's something more deeply spiritually connected to this, what's occurring, um, than meets the eye. Than meets the eye. Now we need to like leave you with like some best wishes type message. So I'm gonna pull one from this deck and then I'm gonna get a like the spiritual people, spiritual animal people. Okay. What's one card we can leave her with today from this deck, and how she can help, you know, experience this better in a better, more at ease way. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. I really appreciate that. OMG, it's a 10. Okay, that was on the bottom. I'm curious here. I'm a little nosy right now. What's your marriage and relationship like? Are you done? Like, this is so personal, but I'm just curious because I can't tell if this is that you're gonna fix things with your partner or there's someone else waiting. Like, it's not your last bus, this person. I can't tell where you're at. Like, because you just said marriage, right? So I don't know. I don't know if this is that we're gonna have a mending. Okay, Sophia, I see you. I'm on Gina, then it's Khalid, then it's Mari, then it's Sophia. Okay. Okay, you didn't answer. Let's go with the animal deck. OMG, you don't know Bashar? That energy, that ET will freaking change your whole life, man. Change your whole life. And you're clearly ready for it because what are the chances that I'm telling you about it, right? Because remember, the teacher will appear when you're ready, right? I feel like I need a microphone. I need a microphone drop right now. I did not just get this card. OMG. I need a moment. I need a moment. I need a moment on that one. Huh. See the big picture. Did you just get this card out of all of these cards? When this whole thing has been about perspective? I don't know what to say. Look what this is even telling you. It's a 10. It's temporary, honey. You need to let go of the emotional upheaval that you're carrying regarding this. You need to embrace the renewal of the present. Something new is beginning. You guys know that, right? When something new, like big, enters your life, the old stuff must go. Okay? And it's not going to be comfortable. You know, it's just not. But it doesn't have to be uncomfortable if you change or see the big picture. I cannot believe that. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, Gina, I wish you all the best. I really do. Look what's on the bottom of the deck here. New beginning. Whoa. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. Look at it like it's exciting. I know that's crazy, but listen. You know, it's how you look at it. It's how you look at it. So many times I've seen you say something and then pull a card that confirms it. I know, right? Okay, so you're saying it's a bad place. It's in such a bad place. You know, you have to be careful with what you're writing too. Okay. Don't give life more to those kind of things or it'll just become more of that. So maybe start talking to yourself and saying it's in such a great place. You know, I can only help so far, you know, with this, and then you have to kind of take the reins after that, you know. But like if I were you and you wanted it to change, I would not use those words. Okay? Sorry, that's what I'm feeling guided to say. And anything I speak on here is stuff I've went through myself. Okay, Khalid, please go live more often. You've been missed. Oh, thank you. Do you have okay, general reading. Yeah, I can't go live anymore unless I feel guided, and I have not felt guided. So that's just what it is. I mean, I don't know. And I cannot plan anything. I'm just not in that energy anymore. It has to be spur of the moment. So I'm probably not going to even like do heads up where you can book ahead of time. Probably not going to do that. I am still married. Okay. Try to look at things differently. Try to look at things differently. Try to see if you can do that. Start talking in a different way or, you know, feeling different about it. You never know. Like, but you have to really believe that, you know. You can talk all you want, but you can't fake it. So just See what happens. And if it's meant to go or the marriage is meant to leave, like, you're gonna have to embrace it. I know that sounds crazy, but the more you can get comfortable with what leaves and then what comes in and leaves and come, like, you'll have a better time here. Okay. All right, Khalid, general message. What does he need to know? Have you just done something? Hold on. Um, don't tell me too much. You never have to. Okay, honestly, a yes and a no is good. Have you just made some sort of deal? I don't know what word to use other than deal, or there's like a negotiation, something across in a different area. I don't know if this is, I need to just up my air conditioning for a second, guys. Hold on, I'll be back. Have you just done something? Like, have you traveled somewhere or are you traveling somewhere to secure a deal? Like, I just see shaking hands. I don't know what I'm seeing. Like, I don't know what other word to use than deal. You're welcome, Gina, and thank you for checking in on me the other day. I think that was you who checked in on me because of the fires. That was very sweet. Okay, Sophia, I see your payment, okay? Sort of, yes. Okay, good. Um, there's gonna be a lot of energy behind that deal. Like, that's not, you may not be thinking much of it right now, but there's a lot of energy around that. It may not be known to you yet, but it's almost like things heat up. Things heat up. They heat up. It's slow. It's not really, it's calm, and then it heats up. And I just feel like it's not easy. It's not going to be like one of your easiest ones to do. Um, because there's going to be a lot of like hidden information that comes out maybe without it being planned. Oh my goodness, what am I talking about here? I love when I start talking about like things that I don't know anything about. There is some interesting energy around this. And I will say, like, I don't know who you are negotiating with, but they are extremely smart. They're extremely smart. They know what they're doing. It's not their first rodeo. It's either that or they know what they're doing. Hi, Sophia. Give me more on this. Okay, I have another question to ask you. Would you be considered like small time or like small fries to them? I hope you know what that means. Like, would they look at you like a beginner person or like you haven't been around for long or like a junior or something like that? That's interesting to me because there's almost like this feeling like I'm meeting with somebody and like we know the background of this person or something. Yeah, like a newbie. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for helping me out with the words. I appreciate it. We have rebound, temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, just to forget. This is giving that wonky. It just feels wonky. It feels unpredictable. It feels like it's go time, then it's not go time. Triggered. Okay. I don't actually feel like they are going to be triggered. I feel like you may feel triggered. And I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure what they're doing or what they're saying, but something may bother you. Something may really bother you about this negotiating or this deal. Maybe it's the way they play. They play kind of what feels like dirty, like they're not upfront. Yeah, sneaky link. I'm telling you, they're sneaky. There's something sneaky. And maybe I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying it's sneaky. But maybe you find out they've been meeting with other people because it talks about hidden encounters, private meetings. uh, discreet intimacy. Nobody needs to know. You know, that's interesting. That is so interesting to me. And I know it's totally possible when it comes to like negotiations and stuff and deals. I know that. I know that happens. Um, why do you need to know about that though? I guess is what is really the question. You may learn a lot about yourself with this situation. Um, it does look like it's positive, whatever is happening, because it's one of those things where it's like, well, this made me stronger. This made me more wiser. I know how to like deal with maybe people like this or companies like this again. Um, it's definitely giving students here with the Page of Pentacles that rises up. So you learn something. That's what I will say. You learn something from this. But maybe it's a heads up to like not react emotionally when this does occur. Like don't react, because we have a Nine of Swords here, and that can be overreaction to what's happening. Like don't take it personally, I guess, if I want to say, just don't like take it take it in a way, but like not personally. Will just going by intuition screw them. Will just going by my intuition screw them. I don't know what that means. I don't think that sentence is complete. What does the spirit animal deck want to say to him? Oh, this is great. You have the rabbit, like rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. I'm telling you, this really does feel like a major opportunity in whatever way that may be. I just don't know that you are going to be able to see it right now because things feel calm, but then they heat up. And it's funny that you're saying about intuition because the rabbit is very intuitive. But they're saying that this could be a very lucky time for you. I don't really like the word lucky. Let's just use magical. Okay, because I just feel like lucky, that the universe is too intelligent for lucky. Okay, that it's just way too intelligent. This is more about you being on the move somehow. This is like it's important to the way you're moving, the way you're moving along in this career or even as a person. This could teach you something about even, personal relationships too. That's interesting. Hmm. I'm just looking around to see if there's another deck. Okay, this one is pulling my eyes. Okay. I am going to take that card that flipped over because I feel it's imperative. Okay, this is the one. It is going to be a bit of an awkward dance. Okay, there's going to be some awkwardness about this. And but it teaches you how to dance better next time, kind of thing, you know? Um, but this is just for me validating what I was feeling about the whole thing. It's like one step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, one step back, kind of thing. You get where I'm going? Now let's actually draw a card for you. And when I'm referring to the steps of two steps forward, I'm talking about with them. It feels like I feel like I can't hold on to anything with them because things are always changing. One card from here. Meal prep mastermind. Get prepared. Look what's on the bottom. Look what's on the bottom. Okay, listen. You need to get prepared. I wouldn't be lackadaisical with this, negotiation. Um, Everything's nice and clean and neat and organized. It's just energetically telling me get prepared. But you're also going to become a mastermind. There's something about this that just levels you up somehow. And, it's interesting. Hmm. I'm just looking at the card. You see how it says prep? That's also like symbolic of a setup, setting up, how to set up. You know how they have these master negotiators? Like, that's a skill, right? That's absolutely a skill. But that's what I feel like you're becoming is this you're gonna know how to set them up and for wins, set up these things better for wins. So I can't believe that. I can't believe that you got that card again on the bottom because I'm telling you, it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like I just can't get a footing. But it's good. It teaches you how to be a mastermind because that is what it is. Don't they call it like 5D chess? Don't they call it that? When you have people who are like master negotiators, they play 5D chess. I don't know. It's funny. I'm actually saying the word chess. I'm wondering if that game could actually help you. You'd be shocked with that game how it can actually help you in life. I wish you all the best. I really do. Okay, hold on here. Hmm. Okay. Um. Okay, I'm going to Mari, then there's Sophia, and then Sophia. Okay, Sophia with a PH is after Mari, and then SOF is after Sophia with the PH. Okay. All right. Let's go to Mari. Okay. So hi, my details here. Why is RG keep creeping on my social media, and what are his motives? Why is RG creeping on her social media, and what are the motives? I just heard. I want to take a closer look at you. I know it sounds weird, right? I want to take a closer look at you. I actually feel like there's a little bit of studying. There's a little bit of studying as well. And it's funny that you're asking about the motives because it looks like it's how to come towards you with the Page of Cups. Now, I'm not saying that they will, but they're studying. A Knight of Pentacles is a farmer. He will study the soil, study the weather, before he, plants his whatever, his seeds, and then, becomes successful with whatever it is that he's going towards. Now, yes, Mercedes, I am. He's in a relationship, by the way. Well, that sucks. That sucks because it's not being referenced here. So I'm not even sure what that's about. Maybe it's not important for you to, know this. Um, but I'm curious though. I'm gonna throw something out there because this just came into my mind's eye. I could be wrong. Does he have a baby on the way? Or did he just have a baby? Is there a baby on the way? Or did he just have a baby? Why do I feel like he's planning his next move? Like, why would he do that? Can he not be alone? They just bought a house together. So similar themes. Okay, it could be similar themes, but I'm telling you, there's a baby coming. And I don't know if it's right now or if it's down the road. It's not super far away. Maybe you just don't know about it, or I don't know. Maybe she's only 1 week pregnant. I don't know. Um, This is actually very unfortunate because I don't feel like this person is like, the person you're asking about, their energy is not focused on her. It's like everywhere. And why is he moving into a home with somebody if he feels that way? Like, why are you doing that? I mean, I'm not here to judge, I'm just asking these questions. So he's scoping, he wants to take a better look. And there's this wanting to be very like sure before maybe making a move. Now, my question is who is he to you? Is he an ex? Because that might help the reading a bit for me to understand what's going on here. Like, who is he to you? You don't have to say much. Remember that. That's really sad that he's not focused on her. I mean, nothing's really sad about anything. Everybody's where they need to be. So, if he's with her and he's learning what he needs to learn, and she's learning what she needs to learn. So it's not really sad. It just it's kind of what it is. People learn all kinds of lessons, and they're not always like fun. Okay, but if they're together and they're buying a house, they're for each other. They're there for a reason, I guess. And I probably should have looked at that myself too. Give me more. Attention economy, competing for their focus, value decided by availability, emotional supply shortage. Blurry invitation, half intentional warmth, suggestive but unclear, mixed expectations, no definite direction. One more. Wavering attention. Like, I can't believe that came up. That's exactly what I felt like I saw, was that the attention was everywhere. And he looks hella bored. He looks extremely bored. So the clock is ticking on something. Like, there's more that you're gonna find out about, him and what he's up to in his life. But maybe they're together for, I mean, we're not here to read on what they're doing together, but they're obviously together for a reason. But something also tells me that they could be looking at you because they're bored. I'm not saying that you're not amazing. There are feelings there still. There are. That's what's also keeping the focus going backwards, right? Like, whatever's happening in my present moment is not, I guess, fulfilling me enough. So I'm looking backwards. This feels innocent. Can I just be honest? It feels kind of innocent. I don't think you need to be afraid of anything. You always have a choice. You can remove them. If it doesn't bother you, then leave them, let them watch. But I'm just thinking, there could be like a extension soon towards you. There might be an extension coming towards you of some sorts. I don't. It feels baseless. It feels baseless. It's like a hey, how are you? It's like, honestly, I don't even respond to people like that. Like, what do you want? It doesn't feel like there's anything, like it just feels like I'm testing the waters, or I don't know. It feels like one of those, like, hey, how have you been? So you do what you feel guided to do. I'm not here to tell you whether you should respond or not. I don't like to tell people what to do. I'm just saying this person is not like focused. They're not giving me some sense of purpose of where they're at in life or what they want. Even if they are moving into a house with somebody, they are bored, and I just feel like, I can say another thing. Whoever this woman is that he's with, she doesn't give him the attention in a particular way. Okay. He likes attention in a particular way, and I don't know what that means. Okay, there's gonna be like a million different ways. She doesn't give him that. She could be all for him and all lovey-dovey and all kissy-kissy and blah blah, but it's just not the way he likes it. So there's something happening there, and I'm like trying to figure out if I should say what I just felt. I feel like that relationship, it's like it doesn't have, it's not solid. It doesn't have anything. Like if I'm looking at the legs of a table, like the legs of the table look worn down. They look unstable. They don't look like secure. So, anyways, to answer your question, they're interested still. They want to take a better close up. They're interested in what you're doing. They still have feelings. They want to potentially reach out. It's gonna just like what I said, be so baseless though, and like it's just not gonna be anything I feel like worth, responding to. They're bored. Their focus is just, I don't know where. But yeah, because they're not fulfilled in the present moment, they're looking back. And let's be real, that's like a common thing that people do, you know? It can happen with anything. Maybe they don't have like they switch jobs and the job that they have they don't like. They wishing they had their old one. They go backwards. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay. But I do want to emphasize it feels innocent. I know that can be looked at as cheating, but what I mean when I say innocent is that I don't feel like I have a highly obsessed person who could like start to become really weird and annoying towards you. I just feel like because the society we're in and people do that anyways, that's what I mean by that. It just feels like innocent. But they are curious still about you. Okay? Okay, I'm moving on to Sophia with the PH. Then we have Sophia with the SOF, and then Mercedes. Hi, Chicha. I'm wondering what my angels and ancestors want me to know right now. What does Sophia's angels and ancestors want her to know right now? Now, this is interesting. I mean, every reading is interesting, but why do I feel like you're asking this for a reason? Like you communicate with them. This is not just some blind curiosity. You communicate with the women of your line. The women of your line. I don't know if it's like you may have never even met them before. Seriously, you may have never met them before. Are you here, Sophia, with a SOPH? You're welcome. No problem. I feel like they're helping you with a life transition. There's a major transition happening to you right now. There's a major transformation happening right now. And they lay just beyond the veil, but they're like right there. I'm going to go with the ancestors. I'm not so much with the angels. I'm feeling like this is more the female line, the ancestral line of the females. And you do us very proud. You do us very proud. You're actually very similar. You're carrying on something that they had as well too. And when I find out or I try to ask what is it that you're carrying? It looks like it feels to me like it's the intuition and the ability to see. It's the awareness. Now they are working with you to get you something big. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a tangible thing. This is a physical reality thing. I don't know if you want to go on a new path. I don't know what new direction you want in your life, but you've got it. It's yours for the taking. But I cannot deny that with this reading, I really feel like Okay, there you go. You work with your ancestors. Because I was like, what? She's not asking. There's no way that she's asking this blindly. There's no freaking way. Mm-mm. This feels to me like, it's like, even like you get you could just be randomly anywhere and you get these words dropped into your head, or there's something they say, and you're already at a place where it's them. Okay, so you want stability, that's your Ace of Pentacles. That is exactly your Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is solid. Okay. Um, let's get more. What else does her ancestors want her to know? These are female. I have to tell you, this is the female line. It's very strong with that. Retail therapy guru. Do you have any kind of particular habits or things you like to do that sometimes you feel like you could wish you could have like a grip on? Is there anything? What is your retail therapy? Or is it that? Do you have an issue spending money? It's either a habit or something you wish you just could stop doing, but it kind of feeds you emotionally. I don't care if it's food. I really don't. Social battery drained. Okay. You need to be very, okay, so there you go. You're breaking bad habits. We squash that. That's what that's about. They're helping you with that. You have to be very mindful, your ancestors are saying, with who you surround yourself with. Okay. Now, I understand people have to go to work, but you can figure out a way to put like, I don't want to say a wall up, but you can be detached. You can detach yourself, just because we have to go places doesn't mean we have to absorb everything. I know sometimes it's hard, but I'm just saying, um, you're draining yourself with something. And with this one, I'm going to go towards being social. It's something you do socially. And this is not good. This is not good. They want you to cut this down. Do you hang around anybody like outside of work that you wish you didn't have to hang around anymore? Is there anyone? Parallel Parker Pro. You're running on different timelines. You're exhausted. You're running on too many parallel timelines. You're on too many timelines. This is what's causing the exhaustion, maybe. Right now, I haven't been hanging with friends or anything. Okay, good. So then that changes the message. That's important. Okay. This guy's in the car. He looks exhausted. He looks like he's going somewhere he doesn't want to go. I don't know what this is, where he's driving to. But something tells me he would rather just like turn around, go back to where he came from, and just I don't know, take a nap or something. Um, right now, I feel like there's a death of a timeline that's no longer serving you. There's a death happening of a particular timeline that is no longer serving you. Um, now, this doesn't really help me to give you the message in the sense of like how much longer. I don't think I can do things like that. I don't think it's right for me to do things like that because things are always changing. But what I can say is if you feel like you resonate with that, then you're just going to have to go through it. But it's giving you a more, with the 10 of Pentacles, stable future as opposed to what's going on right now. If you actually look at this guy, he's making the same face as this guy. They actually look the same. They're making the same face. You're definitely, I feel like it's a timeline. You're being moved. And I just want you to know when you are being moved off of another a timeline that is like no longer serving you. Is my phone charging? What's going on here? My phone charging? That was weird. Okay. When you are changing or ending the timeline, it's going to be draining. It's going to be exhausted. It's going to look like chaos. It will feel like that. But I'm glad that you can feel that, you're growing. Okay. Because that's really important. Um, Let me see how you can better cope with this. Yeah, nothing ever worth doing ever came easy. Trust me. People can live their whole life at the same job, doing the same thing for 6 years, and that's great, but it's gonna be a boring life, you know? You want to shake things up, you want to level up, but you can't level up unless you shake things up. So you have to be like not afraid of challenges, you know? You have to kind of perceive them differently, you know? That's how you can kind of better deal with them. So it says here time to collaborate. So, again, they're working with you. That's the thing I felt, the common theme I felt from the start. They're helping put the puzzle pieces together. And it's so hard. This is about a new beginning. Okay. Even the Ace of Pentacles talks about that as well, too. It's a new direction. But they need you to know, for some reason, the biggest message I feel like with this reading is that they're there. They're totally there. Like they're actively working together with you. And it's not anymore like in beginning phases. We're already collaborating and we're gonna help. They need you to know that they're helping. Embrace the in between. I got chills just now. I literally just got chills with that. I can't even believe I said that. You're in the in between, Sophia. You're in the in between. And it's crazy because it's an 8, and that's a building. That's a building. It's also a number of manifestation, you know? But no wonder you're exhausted and you feel like it's hard. And I mean, you're literally going through a transition. I said that at the start, or not just a transition. I want to say like transformation as well, too. So, I'm not surprised here. You're like jumping timelines. But guess what? You can do it. Look, he's a parallel Parker pro. Oh, yeah. He's not just a parallel Parker. He's a parallel Parker pro. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't look like it. He looks exhausted. He looks like he wants to give up, but they've got faith in you, and you need to have that faith in you too. You can totally do this. Okay, one last card from here. Let's give you like one last card from this pile. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. You're getting so much references to being able to handle all of this. I know it kind of can suck to hear that because you don't feel like you can, but you're so capable. You're going to be so capable of making it to the other side of this. Um, but you will have grown. And when that next challenge comes around, you're going to be like, ah, easy peasy. I got that. That's nothing. So, I would rather have this than just a calm, easy life. I would rather be growing. I would rather be, mastering this place because you are going to master this place. And when I say this place, I mean Earth. But if you do resonate with the fact that you have been crying and you don't like that or you don't feel comfortable with that, it's okay. I know we've been given a bad rap about crying, but it's a purging thing too. It's really important to get that, release. So just if you have been, it's okay. Um, Maybe you're hard on yourself because you think you should be dealing with this better. I wouldn't go there if I were you. I would not get into that kind of thinking. Okay? You are a strong person. And when you look back in 4 years from now, okay, okay, that's why that came out. Okay. When you look back in 4 years from now, you're going to understand exactly why everything happened. But you're not just going to, be on the other side of this. You're going to also have the tools to be equipped for the next challenge. Okay. Um, so I hate to say it, but get excited. I know that may not be something you want to hear, but get excited. Choose to see this in an exciting way. See what happens. You never know. Could just be the thing that, works for you, okay? But yeah, these ancestors are right, like right there by your side, okay? Um, you're gonna do fabulous. You're gonna do fabulous with this. You're already doing fabulous with this. You're in the in between. So why not stay a little longer and make it all the way through? Why not? You came this far, right? So there you go. Okay, Sophia with the SOF, and then Mercedes. Will I get a new job this year? I've been applying, but no luck so far. I'm looking for a part-time job and lower responsibilities so I can focus on my course. Okay, talk to her about getting a new job. You're welcome, Sophia. You know what's really interesting about this spread is that they're saying that you're so abundant on your own. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I could be wrong. Do you really need a job? I'm just curious. I know it can sound kind of weird because people think everyone needs a job, but I don't know. This is just really pointing to the fact that you're so abundant already. It's like maybe that's the reason why nothing's working out. I don't know. But like, do you have a job already? I mean, not do you have a job already? Do you need a job? Like honestly, can you say like you need one? Yes, so I can fund my course. Okay. Well, seeing how you answered like that, then I guess this message has to be different but it's still pointing to the same thing. Like you're just so abundant with that Nine of Pentacles. And I get it. You want to be able to fund your course. That's you doing that on your own, right? That's what she is, right? The thing is, though, is that I guess my question is, can you do, because I have Two of Wands here and Two of Pentacles, can you do both at once? Can you honestly say that you can do both at once? Can you do both at once? So interesting how it's like not answering the question really, talking about all these other things. Now with my current role, it's full time, so I'm looking for part time so I can do both. I don't know. Something will come about, but it's not going to be. It may be low responsibility, but it won't be. The pay won't be the greatest. Um, I feel like you may, after getting this job, choose to drop it, but I can't get over the fact that like they're making me feel like you're so abundant and almost like there's another way to fund this than getting a job. Like, I always stick to my guns when I'm getting a hit on something. And with this one, I just feel like it just is not giving me that this is necessary. And I don't know why. Yeah, it's like chill. You need to chill. Like, you need this, which is, I don't know, she's sleeping. She needs like her downtime. But I know it can be annoying to hear because you're like, I gotta find a way to pay for this. Um, but that's such a weird card to get too because it's telling you to chill out. Like, you don't actually need to do this. I don't know what the hell I'm seeing. Why are we getting another reference to snooze button samurai? Is there some reference to the fact that like your sleep will be disturbed if you do this? Retail therapy guru. Okay. Is there any way that you can cut any other costs in your life to pay for this? Is there anything that you can think of in your life that you pay for that you don't need to pay for that could help fund it? I just can't, I just, I cannot deter away from what I'm feeling. Because the cards are making it so obvious, like you don't need to work. Do you really need to work? Now that I think of it, I wouldn't be able to afford my fees if I don't work. I currently work mostly remote and would have to go into the office if I move jobs. Okay, I'm gonna try to find an answer to this, but I don't know. I really don't know. Like maybe something happens in the future before now and then that, you won't really need to. Because I even feel like with this, you're like at home and like you don't need to technically go anywhere. Oh my, Sophia. Oh my God. Whoa. That's crazy. This whole live stream has been crazy, to be honest. Like the magic I've felt since I popped on was just unreal. The abundant universe will provide. Whoa. Is that there to say don't worry? Like you don't really need to worry, just like allow it to happen? I can't even believe you got that card because I'm telling you, I felt like this is not something that you're going to have to worry about. But I understand for you, that could be like hard to understand. What if maybe something like I don't, where do we go from here? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Is there any idea on how this will come into her life? Like, is there any idea or any kind of like little tidbit you can give us on how this is about to come in? Like, in what form or way? Unexpected. Okay. It looks like it's unexpected, but it also looks like it involves another person. And I'm just wondering, is this is this a possibility here with the Six of Cups? That this is some sort of like family or someone you're connected to that would kind of chime in and step in? Or is this literally that guy has the flower, he's giving it to the girl, like it's like, here's your abundance. Because with the high priestess, this is happening behind the scenes, Sophia. This is something happening behind the scenes. It's like in the background. It's not, you're not aware of it, I feel like. Um, this is not even anything concrete. They didn't give me no work card. Um, seriously, they did not give me anything like in the physical realm. It felt like this was all happening in the background. Hmm. And then to get that card, that's wild. Absolutely wild. I'm just thinking here. This is where a reader gets blocked because, if it's happening in the spiritual realm or if it's happening on the astral plane, like, or if it's literally like, just what you would call magic happening in the background, I can only pick up on so much of that. All I can say is just be ready to receive, quit the worrying. Maybe this was all a message to tell you to stop worrying because as you worry, you create scenarios that don't need to be there. If you literally sit back and say, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I can, but the universe will provide, then that can be your reality. I mean, honestly, I do that all the time because there's things like my food. I buy very clean food, and it's very pricey, but I don't care. The universe will provide. That's what I say. I don't shop at regular grocery stores. But I'm just giving you an example that I do this in my daily life. Universe will provide. So I think this was a sign to kind of just say, hey, you're taken care of. Like, stop worrying. Let me get some more. Let me just get one more card from this deck. I'm just curious to see what it's going to say. Milk and honey and a rainbow. Milk and honey and a rainbow. Look at that. There's a little elephant inside there. Just, it's like, it's magic. It's like making magic. We even have the face of someone looking down, and providing all of this. Milk, honey. This guy's having a great time. This elephant's having a great time. He's provided for. He has enough to eat, enough to drink. It's kind of interesting that this was on the bottom of the deck too, with the poised. Stay poised. Seriously, stay poised. Act like you got it. I mean, look at her. She looks like she's about to fall off, but she's like, I don't care. Someone will catch me. And I have faith that someone will catch me, so someone will catch me. That milk and honey is so representative of abundance. It's like insane, actually, when I think about it. Okay, listen. To wrap up this message, I cannot give you the message to like stop trying or sending out your application. Maybe this is also about the fact that you're gonna get a job. You don't need to worry. But regardless, it's abundance and it will be provided for. There won't be a need to worry because you'll have everything taken care of. Um, but I wouldn't say stop doing what you're doing, but like if you're handing out applications, what I would say stop doing is the worrying, because that's not going to solve anything. That's really not going to solve anything. It's also a waste of time. If you're going to spend some time thinking about something, why don't you shift it and start thinking about how abundant you are? Isn't that like a better time spent? That's kind of what I see. This person could also be offering you a job too. Someone who is very nice. It's not like it's going to be like, some sort of rivalry. This looks like the perfect person may show up at the right time too. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Doesn't feel like a worrying spread to me. Not with all those cards you got. Nope. Okay, if anybody's watching and wants to get in on this, I would advise to do so soon because after Mercedes, there's no one. And if there's no one, I'm going to leave. Okay? So, whatever needs to come out for my highest good, but make it clear so I can understand. Sometimes my readings are too cryptic. Okay. All right. Really? You find them cryptic? Maybe they sound cryptic because they haven't happened yet. I can only pull so much, right? So it can feel cryptic, absolutely, but I feel like anytime I've ever had a reading, it usually is sometimes cryptic because it hasn't happened yet. So that person is trying to pull the most they can, as much as they can. But there's still like a barrier because I'm not on the other side. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Sophia. This spread looks like somebody who's trying to rebuild. And I'm using the word rebuild because I feel like you've just left behind something with the Ten of Cups, and it could be people, it could be a place. Hell, it could be an old version of yourself. I feel like you're trying to rebuild, but there's a lot of fogginess. A lot of fogginess with that card. It's like I'm not sure what what is happening. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure about anything really sometimes. It's just it's foggy. It just doesn't feel like it's clear. Ha! That's what you said. Make it clear. That's hilarious. Okay. Um, this is also about, I feel like, new groups, new people, where do I belong type of thing. Wanting to belong, and not in a bad way, like not in a needy way, but wanting to find new people, or I don't know, a group, people to work with. I don't freaking know. I don't know. But it's some group type thing. Okay, like a new space or a new people or something along those lines. But I feel like the process is what's irritating. The process is what's irritating you. Five of Cups. I don't know if you asked yourself at all if you've made any mistakes. I don't know. I would urge not to do that. Um, but I feel like it's somber. It's a somber. It's like in the background. It's not like anything, too like extreme. But I feel like there are times with the Five of Cups, you second you second guess yourself on how to go about something, or just the way of doing something, or even the conducting of myself. I don't know. And this is all about moving forward with the Three of Wands. It's all about that. Moving forward and wanting to live your best life ever and shine and all that good stuff. Um, but there's something about the navigation that I feel like irritates you at times. Let's get more. Inbox zero hero. That's interesting. So, what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with? Is that like the first thing I'm feeling? I don't know if this is about clients. I don't know if this is about engagement, or there's no communication, or I don't have enough communication, or there's not enough people, or I don't know what that's about. More yoga pretzel. Yeah, you're getting sick of this process, I feel like. The waiting, the knowing what to do. It's almost like she's sitting idle there too, like just wondering when the hell is everything gonna just pick up. We have that meal prep mastermind card again that we got for someone else. Um, you are becoming masterful, you are learning, but it's something you can't see clearly. Let me know if any of this is making sense so I can keep going. I feel like you're learning how to put things together, like in the best way. But I can't deny that this is not spiritual either. It feels like something spiritual here happening in the background. Um, and what that may be, it could be also, flow state, getting into flow state, maybe reducing how much you try and getting more into flow state. I'm not saying don't try at all. More know your worth. Okay. I don't know how you're gonna take that one. I don't know if this is like a piece of what could make this accelerate. I actually don't know if this is actually where you've come from. So maybe there were certain changes you made because you knew your worth and you knew you had to end those things wherever you came from, or maybe even like if it's certain endings, things that once made you happy that no longer made you happy. So with the 10, okay? I can't tell. I don't know if you're learning this or if you are, or if this is what caused this shift. Now, know your worth can be anything, Mercedes. It can be it's not even about how you feel about yourself, but it can be like as small as, not small, but underrated as, setting your prices higher, knowing your worth and don't give out stuff for like no money. You know what I mean? Like equal exchange type thing. It could be like that. I'm just giving you an example because I don't want you to jump to, oh, I do love myself. No, it's not always about loving yourself. It's about other things too, But things that no longer, serve you with the 10 of cups. Things that once made you happy. That is a family. I don't know. So I don't know if you had a family or and you decided to walk away and that's what catapulted everything. But you're rebuilding. Do you understand? And rebuilding is not going to be some fast process. Are you kidding me? No. But it will be as fast as you know, you feel it can be. So if you're sitting there moping, and I'm not saying you are, I'm just speaking generally. Let's say you are moping and you are like, oh, it's taking too long. You're just gonna delay the hell out of this. More. Let spirit be your guide. Yes, like seriously. Um, you. This is a beautiful card to get to just tell you that even if you feel like you're alone, you're not. Even if you feel like you're all alone in this, you're not. Spirit has your back. But this is also in regards to higher self, you know? People often forget that they can work with their higher self. Their higher self can bring in so much because they have the bigger vantage point, right? They can see down the road more than you can. But you don't have to feel alone because I feel like there's something there. You may often feel like I'm alone. I don't have any help. I'm doing this all on my own. It's like they're squashing that today. It's not true. Dream the world into being. They're encouraging you to like dream bigger for yourself, you know? Um, and dreaming bigger can also speak to just being open because, if you get too narrow in your focus, you're kind of like stopping yourself from what could come in, which is something that, way better than you ever anticipated. So dream the world into being, but be also expansive in that thinking too. But you're totally capable of getting the life that you desire. It's just that like I feel like there's some issues around understanding what's happening or getting clear information on what's happening. Maybe there's also some distinction with that 7 of cups where it's like the reality is not matching what I feel, is supposed to be. There is confusion. So I'm not surprised that you even put that in your question, actually. Let's get more. Are you kidding me? I'm literally like, I can't even. Today has been hilarious. DIY disaster. You've been doing it yourself for so long. Like, that shelf is about to collapse. Like, I commend you for literally taking the reign in your life. I literally commend you. I really do. But it doesn't have to be this difficult. Um, I'm getting this impression from you, like you're just this person, like I got this, I can do it, I'm gonna make it happen. But that has gotten a little out of control a bit, where you ended up not leaning a bit into the universe or your higher self or just whatever you want to call it, like whoever you pray to. Okay. um it's gotten a little bit out of control, and it's just been accumulating for so long. This bookcase looks like it's about to just, I don't know, fall apart. There's nobody else. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm talking about, like, asking for guidance, from whoever, whether it's God, whether it's your angels. I'm not talking about anybody in the physical. But if you kind of want to say that there's nobody else, you might kind of block that help too. Can I be really honest with you, Mercedes? I've never really gotten help from anybody in the physical. This whole life I've lived here, it's always been some imaginary energy, like some unseen energy. And I really do feel like it was like, guardian angels, like God, my higher self. Those are the first three that I felt the strongest. But I can't say that I ever had help from anybody in the physical. I mean, sure, maybe here and there, like small things, but to get me through these life transitions, it was always them, and I can't see them. So, I don't know. Okay, let's get two cards from this deck for her. So we got that card poised again. So it's going to be really important to, get into flow state and not be afraid of, who's going to catch you. And that can look like, when I say, the universe will provide. Okay, that's a perfect statement for that. The universe will provide. But she's poised for that. Like she's into character for that. She's not like doing some different, like, body language that would look like she doesn't feel confident about it. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're not confident. I'm just saying confident about that the universe will provide more. Unfinished symphony. We have a 10 here. That's interesting. So there's something I feel like a little unfinished, and they want you to close the gap on that. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. There's some unfinished business or something that has been unfinished. And I don't know if it's in your healing process. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's with another person. This could be the key to changing the whole tune in your life. Now, if you think you need the other person, you don't. People often get that confused. They think they need the other person to finish it. No, you can do it on your own. You can release it and let it go. Okay. Um, I mean, you can do what I did. I went for past life regression. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. There's a nod to that. Okay. One more. Loyal heart. Something tells me, Mercedes, I feel like you're also you're healing your heart, as so many of us have to do too. You've been probably hurt a lot. You've been hurt. Um, Maybe this is also connected to why you've always had to do everything alone. It's because nobody else was there, because there's two people on there. I mean, not two people, two owls. I don't know. I don't know how to give you that message, you know? Sometimes we can be like, oh no, I'm good. I mean, I thought I was good too. And then I went for past life regression. A bunch of things popped up. Um, yeah, there, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be really fine. I'm not worried about you. It's just the process. That's the thing. It's a process, you know? What's ahead of her? Let's give her some positive news here. I mean, it's all positive, but can we give her something to look forward to? You know? Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Okay, so they want you more in the spirit realm as opposed to like the physical world. I don't know how good you are at that. I don't know how good you are at doing that, where you only do what you feel guided to do, or would you say that you get a lot of your direction from your higher self? Because, there's levels to that. Some people every day hear their higher self. Some people it's like once a month, but they want you tapped in to the intuition, listening more, taking advice so that you can move ahead confidently. I don't know if that's as simple as like you do things you don't want to do. That would be something to stop doing. Oh, you got the dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So you have an 8 card. It looks like you are, I feel like, still in that, like, that process. Like, don't we have that here too? He's here. The 8 of Pentacles. Um, how well would you say you feel confident in where you're headed? That's another thing to look at. But look what it says. Connection to spirit. So you're undergoing some changes. Okay. Instead of, I feel like, doing things the way they used to, you're going to be more working with spirit. That connection to the higher self is going to grow, and pay attention to also any kind of signs. And, some people still get that signs and synchronicities. I mean, they happen all the time, but until you're very good at just like, receiving it from yourself, they will show you signs. But the dragonfly is very symbolic of a synchronicity. What's not at all? What's not at all? Okay, we have a snake. So your intuition and healing powers will guide you to do a better path. Just be careful. Okay, so stupid. I hate when they say that. Just be careful. Why did you put that on the card? This is so dumb. I actually do not agree with that. Listen, I think you told me one time that you were like a snake, in Chinese, like zodiac. Um, I'm wondering if there's a connection here because I know the snakes, just in my opinion. I mean, I know you told me, I think you told me what your sign is, so you're going to be more spiritual anyways. But the snakes, in my opinion, from what I've seen, they have a harder time opening up to that. Like the intuition more than anything. They more like to follow like concrete, facts types things. Um, you've gotten another card about intuition. So if you want a better path, it's like that's what's going to lead the way. It's not going to be so much, I feel like, what seems it's right, what seems right, like to society or whatever it is. Um, let's end with this card, a card from here. You are on your way, though, Mercedes. You are on your way. So don't worry about the reading saying that you have to change a bunch of things. I'm telling you, you're already on your way. But there's tweaking. They're tweaking a few things. Okay. And through that, that's what will make the path accelerate. But you have to trust the process, I think. You're gonna have to. That wherever you are is where you need to be. More. and you tried and you cared, and sometimes that's enough. That's in regards to what I said about the letdowns. You know, you had a very loyal heart and it was not reciprocated. There's a lot being dissected with that. Okay. Whether you're aware of it or not, but there's a lot in the background happening. And I like that the sun is setting because this is also very symbolic to right here. Where you know what, it's a letting go of. It's like an understanding that you did your part, okay? But please also let the universe help you, okay? Let the universe help you with this. You don't have to do it alone, okay? Okay, so Mercedes, what do you think? You understood all that? Let me know because I'm gonna leave. This is also on the bottom of the deck too. Patience. Um, Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. But this also says that it's on the way. This also says that you're on your way. It's already in progress. It's in process. I get it. It's a slow drip, but it's coming. Okay. You are gonna have your best timeline ever. But maybe it's so amazing that things have to get sorted because it's that amazing. So just patience. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who's here. I'll try to come back again, maybe in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Whenever I feel guided to. You guys take care.